The AMG S63 is the latest super sedan from Mercedes Benz, coming 2 decades after AMG really kick-started the segment with the 300e based Hammer. These days, AMG is a wholly owned subsidiary of Mercedes and creates high-performance versions of virtually every Mercedes model. For the S63, AMG has dropped its own custom-designed 6.2-liter V8 into the 17-foot-long S-Class luxury sedan. The 518 horsepower V8 has more than enough juice to move the 4,700-pound behemoth to 60 miles per hour in 4.5 seconds. While cars like the S63 are regularly demonstrating that large luxury sedans can achieve levels of performance once reserved for exotic supercars, that doesn't necessarily make them sports cars. The S63 is fast, but it's not particularly engaging as a driver's car. Because cars in this class have largely converged on similar performance levels, companies like Mercedes are trying to set their cars apart with technology. However, just because you have the technology to do something, it doesn't necessarily mean that you should. Case in point is the drive dynamic front seats, which move the side bolsters in response to cornering forces in an attempt to hold the driver in place. Having your torso groped by the driver's seat doesn't seem to really keep the driver in place any better than a really well-shaped static seat, and it can in fact be distracting. Other technology like the active body control suspension and overly controlling stability system filter out the input to the point where driving the S63 seems more like a simulated video game experience than actually driving. The 186 mph S63 seems like a car that would be ideal for the German executive that needs to get from Stuttgart to Hamburg for a meeting, and it doesn't with the hassle of going to the airport or train station. For the American market, where its performance can't be legally exercised, it's not really visually distinct enough from a standard S-Class for high-profile buyers to warrant the $143,000 price tag. They are more apt to go for a Bentley or Rolls or something more heavily modified. All in all, the S63 seems more of an extreme engineering exercise than a useful car. For Autoblog, this is Sam Abu Al-Samid.